Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
No one expected this moment to unfold the way it did. After the lights dimmed and the final song faded into applause, everything seemed finished. The concert was over. The energy had peaked. The night should have ended there. But instead, something quietly began to spread across social media, leaving viewers stunned and searching for answers. A casual live stream. A few unscripted words, and suddenly a wave of emotion that no one saw coming. At first it didn't sound like a revelation. There was no announcement, no dramatic statement, just a tired voice, slightly hoarse, speaking with unusual honesty after an intense performance. Yet hidden between the pauses, the laughter, and the moments of silence, people sensed something different, something personal, something that felt dangerously close to a confession. Fans leaned closer to their screens, replaying clips, analyzing tone, watching expressions frame by frame. Because sometimes the biggest shocks don't arrive with noise. They arrive softly, when no one is prepared. What followed was not outrage, not celebration, but disbelief. Comment sections exploded. Some asked if this was real. Others wondered if they were reading too much into it. But one thing was certain, the way he spoke that night changed how people saw him. And perhaps, how he saw them too. He began the live stream like many others before. A greeting, a smile, a few jokes about being tired but excited. He talked about the concert, about the crowd, about how the night felt unreal. Then he mentioned something that at first sounded almost casual. He spoke about the fans, not just their cheers or their voices, but what they were wearing. Wedding dresses, not one or two, many. Enough to make venue staff pause. Enough to make hotel workers stare in confusion earlier that day. Enough to turn a normal concert into something quietly unforgettable. He made it clear this was not planned. No instruction, no hint, just a decision made by fans on their own. They wanted to surprise him, and they did. As he spoke, his tone shifted. He laughed, but it wasn't light laughter. There was weight behind it. Gratitude, shock, something close to being overwhelmed. He admitted he hadn't expected it. He hadn't prepared himself emotionally, and that honesty was where everything changed. When someone is trained to perform, they learn how to control the room, how to manage emotions, how to keep moving forward no matter what happens. But that night, he didn't control the moment. The moment found him. He talked about crying more than he thought he would, about seeing a video prepared by fans without knowing it existed. Familiar faces, familiar scenes, memories layered on top of each other, until holding back tears became impossible. He didn't dramatize it. He didn't explain it. He simply admitted it happened. This was where many viewers felt something shift inside themselves, because this wasn't about romance in the traditional sense. He didn't say he was in love. He didn't confirm a relationship. He didn't reveal a name or a story. What he revealed was something quieter, and in many ways more powerful, a recognition. A moment of realizing how deeply connected he was to the people watching him from the crowd and from behind their screens. For fans, the wedding dresses carried many meanings. Support, loyalty, a symbolic way of saying, we've been here for a long time and we're still here. But when he spoke about them, he didn't label their intentions. He didn't turn it into a joke or dismiss it as fan behavior. He treated it seriously, respectfully, as something that mattered. That alone was enough to send shockwaves through the audience. some listeners began to ask themselves difficult questions. Was this a reflection of his views on love and commitment? Was he hinting at how he sees emotional bonds, even if they are not romantic? Or was this simply a man caught off guard by affection he never expected to feel so strongly? The live stream didn't answer these questions, and that was precisely why it spread so quickly. In an age where celebrities often explain everything too quickly, this moment did the opposite. It left space, silence, breathing room. He spoke about the concert feeling like a dream, about wanting to relive it again the next day. He joked about wearing something again because it had already been bought. Small words, ordinary words. But in context, they carried a softness that felt intimate without crossing any lines. What truly resonated with viewers was not what he said, but what he didn't say. There was no performance persona, no carefully constructed message, just a tired artist, emotionally open after a long night, processing something meaningful in real time. People watching felt like they weren't consuming content. They were witnessing a private reflection that wasn't meant to be dissected, yet inevitably was. This is why the reaction was so strong. Not because of scandal, not because of controversy, but because moments like this are rare. Genuine vulnerability, especially when it's unplanned, has a way of cutting through noise. It reminds people that behind the spotlight is someone who can still be surprised, still be moved, still be unsure of how to respond when affection arrives without warning. As clips circulated, opinions divided, but the tone remained unusually gentle. Some fans felt proud, others felt emotional. Casual viewers admitted they hadn't paid much attention before, but now they were curious. The conversation wasn't loud. It was reflective, and that perhaps made it even more powerful. In the end, nothing was officially revealed. No clear answers were given, and yet many felt they understood him better than before. Not because he explained his heart, but because he allowed it to be seen, briefly, without armor. That fleeting openness became the story, and it lingered long after the live stream ended. If this moment tells us anything, it's that sometimes the most unexpected confessions are not about love itself, but about recognizing how deeply we are connected to one another, and how unprepared we can be when that truth suddenly stands right in front of us. If you found this story thoughtful or moving, don't forget to support the channel by subscribing to Update X 24 Hours. Your support helps us continue bringing you real moments, honest storytelling, and the kind of updates that go beyond headlines. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and thank you for being part of this growing community. Stay with us, and we'll see you in the next update.